Hi, I'm Don Carr, and this is the Digitech Trio. The Digitech Trio is a band creator. I mean, it's literally a bass player and a drummer in a pedal format. As you saw in the intro, you play in your chord progression, right? The Trio reads what you're doing. It reads the length, it reads the key, it reads the groove, it reads the tempo, and immediately generates bass and drum patterns that are appropriate based on the style that you chose. Actually, based on the genre that you chose, because there are 7 different genres to choose from, and within each genre there are 12 different styles. So that's a lot of variety. Let's do a quick tour of the face of this so you can see exactly what's going on. Okay, first of all, in your genre category, you have blues, pop, alt-rock, rock, country, R&B, and jazz. Each genre is a large category, and so that's why there are 12 different styles within each genre. There's actually, in the owner's manual, a really specific list of what each style is for each genre, so all 84 of them are listed out, which is really helpful. Or you can just turn it on and play it and listen to it. Most of the styles are in the time signature of 4/4, some of them are in 3/4. And there's even more variation because you have something called alt time, which literally either gives you half time or double time, depending on the pattern, depending on what you're playing. So you've got, again, twice as many choices through that. And you can alter the tempo. You can slow the whole thing down or speed the whole thing up. There is a center detent, so you can always find the spot that you originally played it in. There's also a level control for the bass and drums individually, so you can mix them exactly how you want them. On the guitar side of things, you've got a guitar effects button, and what that gives you is 2 sounds per genre that are specific to the genre. Now those sounds affect your guitar and not the bass and drums. You can also see across the top there are 3 buttons labeled parts 1, 2, and 3. So that means you can have 3 parts recorded into the Trio at any given time, switch back and forth between them. I'm going to walk through the process of building a part. We've already got a part on part 1, so let's switch to number 2. Check this out. All right, what's going to happen is the Learn light will blink slowly, right? And then you hold it down until it blinks quickly. And then as soon as you start playing, it starts learning. So be ready. You saw that when I finished playing, I hit the Footswitch button again and it went into play mode, right? So the pattern was already being generated, you can play over top of it. The other interesting thing is that since it was part 2, the Trio automatically chose a slightly different style and a slightly different approach, so it seems like you're changing to a different part of a song. So that's pretty cool, makes it a lot more musical. All right, now I'm going to switch back and forth between part 1 and part 2 and play over top of it. And in fact, I'm actually going to put some guitar effects on there as well. So here we go. That's how it works, switching back and forth between 2 parts. You can obviously do that with a 3rd part as well. This is a really good time to mention that there is a control foot switch in, so you can plug in a foot switch and do a lot of this stuff hands-free. So here's how that stacks up. You plug in a TRS cable to the Trio and then one into a Digitech FS3X foot switch. And as you can see, the mode button, which is button 1, enables the learning state for learning a new part and controls play stop for an existing part. And then the middle button, down, advances to the next style. So you press and hold that to go downward in style. And to jump to the next part, you use the up button, which is the 3rd button. I intentionally played a really short, really simple chord progression, so it would cross over all the various genres and various styles, and it would be really easy to show what this thing does as you turn those knobs. So I'm just going to play part 1 and just let it roll and start twisting. Trio's got a nice complement of outputs as well. As far as input's concerned, it's just got your basic guitar input. But as you can see, I'm coming out of the amp output, right? So that sound is maximized for a guitar amp, including the bass and drums. That means that, it sounds best coming through a guitar amp out of that output. And mixer output is exactly the opposite, where the guitar sound is compensated, it's speaker compensated, and the bass and drums are left alone. And when you plug the headphones in the front, which, by the way, headphones also have their own level control, it bypasses both of these, and it is, again, of course, guitar speaker compensated. There's also a USB port for firmware updates. So there you have it, an overview of the Digitech Trio Band Creator pedal. If you have any questions about this or any other Digitech product, please contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. For the outro, I've recorded another part on 3 and something that was a little more stylistically appropriate for the genre. So here we go, let's check it out.